Are you ready to uncover one of the greatest aviation mysteries of all time? Amelia Earhart vanished without a trace. Was it a tragic accident, a miscalculation, or something more sinister? Some people believe Amelia encountered aliens, or maybe a portal to another dimension. I'm your host, Robbie Davis, and this is You Should Be Scared, your #1 destination for everything unsolved and unexplained. Hang on to the end of the video and I'll tell you about the recent amazing discovery, which has the potential to blow this case wide open. Join me now, and let's investigate this strange case together. In 1920, at an air show in Long Beach, Amelia's life took a dramatic turn. She took her first plane ride that day, and from that moment on, she was hooked. Amelia's passion for aviation was immediate and all-consuming. Driven by an insatiable desire to break barriers, she became a skilled and fearless pilot. In 1928, Amelia Earhart became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. Her 20-hour flight from Newfoundland to Ireland captured the world's attention. Amelia was thrust into the spotlight, her name synonymous with courage and ambition. She became a powerful voice for women's rights, proving women could soar in a male-dominated field. Her next grand adventure would seal her fate and etch her name in the annals of unsolved mysteries. In 1937, Amelia set her sights on a grand goal: to circumnavigate the globe. This unprecedented journey would test pilot and machine. The world watched as Amelia and Fred Noonan embarked on their adventure. Their journey began on June 1st, 1937 from Oakland. This quest led into a mystery that still baffles us today. Amelia's journey was not for the faint of heart. Flying around the world was like reaching the moon today. Her Lockheed Electra was advanced but rudimentary by today's standards, navigating with basic instruments, maps, and gut feeling. Weather forecasting was primitive, facing unpredictable storms, yet they pressed on, fueled by adventure and a desire to make history. The early legs of their journey were a testament to their skill and resilience. They hopped from one remote outpost to another, their arrival in each location a cause for celebration. Picture this: landing on a tiny island in the Pacific, the locals, who had never seen an airplane before, greeting them with wide-eyed wonder and open arms. They braved scorching desert heat in Africa, navigated through thick fog in the Atlantic, and faced the ever-present threat of tropical storms in the Pacific. Each successful leg of their journey was a victory against the odds, a testament to their unwavering spirit and the remarkable capabilities of both human and machine. But their journey was not without its challenges. Mechanical problems plagued them throughout, forcing them to make unscheduled landings and repairs with whatever meager resources they could find. The constant fear of engine failure, navigational errors, or running out of fuel hung over them like a dark cloud. Despite the hardships, Amelia and Fred remained in high spirits, documenting their experiences with infectious enthusiasm. Amelia's radio transmissions captivated audiences worldwide. She became a global sensation, her journey a symbol of courage and adventure. People eagerly followed their progress in newspapers. Families gathered around their radios to hear her latest transmissions. Amelia's journey wasn't just about breaking aviation records, it was about pushing the boundaries of what was considered possible. She showed the world that even the most extraordinary dreams could take flight. As the journey progressed, the mood began to shift. The challenges took their toll and fatigue set in. Radio transmissions became more infrequent and strained. The world listened with growing concern as signals grew weaker. Their last contact was on July 2nd, 1937. Low on fuel and battling fatigue after a grueling flight, their intended destination, Howland Island. As they neared, radio transmissions became frantic. Static crackled. Amelia's voice filled with confusion and desperation. Then, silence. The world held its breath. The Electra vanished without a trace. Amelia Earhart's disappearance shocked the globe. Urgent bulletins interrupted broadcasts. The world mourned a daring hero. The US launched a massive search, but Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan were gone. The official investigation concluded they crashed into the Pacific Ocean, but many are unconvinced. Their fate remains a mystery. What really happened to Amelia Earhart? Stay tuned for all the intriguing theories next, and an exciting update. Theory 1. The Castaway Theory. This theory suggests that Amelia and Fred, low on fuel, landed their Lockheed Electra on a remote Pacific island. Remember those rudimentary maps and navigational tools. Imagine relying on those maps while lost in the vast Pacific, a navigational error and dwindling fuel forcing them to make an unscheduled landing on an uncharted island. These islands, scattered like forgotten jewels, could easily have been missed by search parties. This castaway theory paints a picture of Amelia and Fred adapting to their new reality, becoming masters of survival, living off the land and hoping for rescue. Imagine them building a makeshift shelter, fishing for their meals, and scanning the horizon for any sign of a ship. Some speculate they encountered indigenous tribes, living out their days as honored guests or mythical figures. However, no concrete evidence supports their survival on a remote island. Now let's talk about a theory that adds a dash of international intrigue. Theory 2, the Japanese Whispers Theory. This theory suggests Amelia and Fred were captured by the Japanese military. In 1937, war tensions were high. Some speculate the Japanese believed Amelia was an American spy. Their disappearance was a calculated move by the Japanese. The theory says that Amelia and Fred were interrogated, perhaps imprisoned. Amelia was then forced to broadcast Japanese propaganda for the remainder of the war before being killed. However, no traces of any broadcasts have been unearthed as of yet, although there was a photo that was discovered which may provide evidence. This photo ignited the imagination of anyone that saw it. In 1991, a grainy black and white photograph surfaced supposedly showing Amelia alive on a dock in the Marshall Islands. The photo showed a woman resembling Amelia seated on a dock alongside a man believed to be Fred Noonan. A large ship in the background was identified by some as a Japanese military vessel. The photo sparked a firestorm of speculation and debate. Some said that the photo was from a magazine that was printed before Amelia disappeared, but I struggled to find hard proof of this. Let me know if you can see anything that proves that this is the case. I'll also post the photo on the Facebook group if you want to take a closer look. Let me know what you think. Now, let's delve into one of the more out there theories surrounding Amelia Earhart's disappearance. Theory 3, the alien abduction theory. Some believe that Amelia's vanishing act was the result of an alien abduction. This theory suggests that extraterrestrial beings might have taken her and her plane for unknown reasons. During the 1930s, there were numerous reports of UFOs in various parts of the world. Eyewitness accounts from that era describe strange lights and unexplained aerial phenomena. Some of these sightings occurred around the time of Amelia's disappearance, fueling speculation that she might have encountered something from outer space. Declassified government documents from the time revealed that authorities were aware of these reports, but often dismissed them as hoaxes or misidentifications. However, some experts argue that the sheer number of sightings and the consistency of the descriptions suggest there might be more to these stories. Could it be that Amelia found herself in the hands of beings from another world? While there's no concrete evidence to support this claim, it remains one of the many intriguing possibilities in the mystery of her disappearance. Theory 4, Bones of Contention. Skeletal remains were discovered on Nikumaroro, an uninhabited island in the Pacific. This discovery, made in 1940, just 3 years after Amelia's disappearance, ignited speculation. Initially dismissed as male, later analysis suggested they matched Earhart's height and ethnic background. Despite extensive analysis and DNA testing, the true identity of the bones remains a mystery. Were they Amelia Earhart's final resting place, or an unknown soul? Theory 5, Navigation Error. Navigating in the 1930s was no walk in the park. Pilots relied on celestial navigation, rudimentary maps, and gut feeling. One theory about Amelia's disappearance centers on a navigational error, a wrong turn into the vast Pacific. Amelia and Fred exhausted, battling fatigue and pressure. A slight miscalculation or lapse in concentration could throw them off track. A faulty signal or a misread bearing could send them miles off course. Amelia's Lockheed Electra had limited fuel reserves. It wasn't a modern airliner. They flew on a tight schedule, reaching each refueling stop with barely a drop to spare. A minor deviation would increase fuel consumption, leaving less time to locate their destination. Imagine the tension as the fuel gauge dropped, realizing they might be lost. However, this theory doesn't fully explain the lack of confirmed distress signals from Amelia. Theory 6, Amelia's new life. Another theory is that Amelia survived, but she then assumed another woman's identity. In 1970, a book called Amelia Earhart Lives was published. This unleashed one of the wildest conspiracy theories surrounding Earhart's death upon the public. Joe Class, the author of the book, argues that not only did Earhart survive her Pacific Ocean plane crash, but that she was taken by the Japanese, found and rescued by US forces, and then secretly repatriated to New Jersey, where she assumed the identity of Irene Bolam, a housewife. The problem, of course, was that Irene Bolam already existed. When she got wind of this news, she filed a lawsuit vehemently denying the claims. Where does that leave us? The disappearance of Amelia Earhart remains one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century. Despite countless hours of research, Amelia's fate remains shrouded in speculation. Did she and Fred crash into the Pacific, their bodies lost to the depths? But one thing is certain, the spirit of Amelia Earhart continues to inspire us to this day. Now let's dive into the latest developments in Amelia Earhart's case. A team of researchers known as Project Blue Angel is currently investigating a wreck found near Buka Island in Papua New Guinea. Led by Bill Snavely, the team suggests that Earhart may have turned back due to fuel concerns and subsequently crashed. Mr. Williamson, whose wife Vanessa is part of Project Blue Angel, mentioned that this team is the first to have an actual plane wreck to examine. The aircraft is located in 30 meters of water and shares similarities with the plane Earhart flew. Although there were a few planes of that model, this one stands out, he explained. This site has been calling for investigation for many years. Mr. Williamson added, Bill Snavely might be onto something significant. He could actually solve this mystery. These are indeed exciting times for this enduring enigma. Stay tuned on our Facebook group for updates on the team's progress as they release their findings. Mr. Williamson also said, in a way it doesn't matter if the mystery is ever solved. Maybe it doesn't matter how she died. Maybe it only matters how she lived. He said, she was telling women, you can be engineers, you can be scientists, you can be aviators, you can be mathematicians, you can do what you want to do. So then, what do you think really happened to Amelia? Was it a tragic navigational error, a mechanical failure? Or did she find a secret island paradise and decide to stay for the pina coladas? Because let's be honest, who wouldn't? Share your wildest theories in the comments below. The more outlandish the better. If you enjoyed this journey into an unsolved mystery, hit that subscribe button for more fascinating tales. Stay curious, stay cautious, and stay tuned for more mysteries. And remember, you should be scared